What's something you guys regret doing or saying to your parents or parent? I can't wait till I get out of this place, said those words when I was 14 years old. Now I am 34, I miss them every day. Details of my relationships. It always seemed like they were so judgmental and forgot what it was like to be young and in love. I regret not saying thank you enough for all the things they did for me growing up. It's easy to take it for granted when you're a kid, but I realize now how much they sacrificed. I got in a fight with my dad, and in the heat of the moment I told him that he was never acted like my father, but rather as my boss. Left the house and didn't return for 2 months. When I finally came back, I found out he had gotten cancer. That time I rolled my eyes at her during a back in my day story. Now I wish I'd listened. Spending too much time worrying about what others think. I regret not being more confident in myself and my decisions earlier on, instead of trying to please them. I regret not telling my family how much they mean to me before it was too late. Life gets busy and I never said it enough when I had the chance. I regret not traveling more when I was younger. I kept putting it off, thinking I'd have time later, but now it's harder to find that freedom with more responsibilities. I regret telling them about how I dislike how I'm treated by Themi sisters, then spun it around and placed the blame on me, just ignored everything I said, and don't seem to get why it bothers me. It's the reason I've gone low contact. I regret not saying I love you, Mom, more often. Letting friendships fade away because I was too stubborn to reach out. Now, years have passed and reconnecting feels awkward, but I really miss those people. Ugh, I totally regret talking back to my dad when he was just trying to be protective. I was in such a rebellious phase, and I didn't see that he just wanted what was best for me. Now, I wish I could go back and say thank you instead of being all rude. Anyone else have those moments where they realize their parents were right? I regret not being more patient with them when I was younger. There were times I got frustrated over little things, and now I realize they were just trying their best. That I hate them whenever we had a fight. I love them so much. I repeatedly stole from my father to buy heroin. I did clean up my act, turned my life around, went back to school, got an engineering degree, got married, had kids, his only grandkids, and those kids had kids. Still, I felt really bad about taking his shit. I regret not saying more and protesting more and really telling my mother how she hurt me when she was physically, psychologically, and emotionally abusing me. When I had the words at like 30 years old, her narcissistic ass gaslit me, telling me it didn't happen. But when I was bruised up and broken, I should have screamed, went nuts, tell my teachers and police, etc., but I was so scared and so ashamed back then. I once told my mom I didn't need her advice, and now I call her for everything. Please hurry. I accidentally set the garage on fire. I regret telling my mom that I was in an online relationship. One thing some people regret is saying hurtful things to their parents in moments of anger, words they didn't truly mean. Others might regret not expressing their appreciation or love enough while they had the chance, realizing it later when the opportunity had passed.